Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. UA Sports Festival. Oh wait, no, it's just
school
UA
festival.
School Festival. So yeah, the sports festival was 2 seasons ago. God, it seems so long ago. It would seem that La Brava and Gentle Criminal have been defeated. Young Midoriya has to get back, grab the rope, and then get the hell back before things get out of hand. Let's get this up on screen. Let's get into the school festival. Here we go.
Who fought you?
No one.
Stop lying! Someone else was here before! What did you do with our student?
Oh, he came back.
But my greatest sin was to kidnap and brainwash the innocent girl you see before you.
Oh.
Izuku Midoriya, I'm grateful that you were the one with whom I was able to have my final row. All the blame lies upon my head. Pardon Monami Aiba.
Gentle, I know you're doing this for my sake, but you can't.
You're injured too.
Did you fight this man?
That he was going to play a joke on UA. Everything's fine now.
Some wannabe streaming villains turned himself in.
Sorry, what?
I know. Doesn't make sense.
This is not an emergency. Please continue to do your rounds.
I too once trained to be a hero. This identity, Gentle Criminal, is the result of my failures. I'm in no position to say this, but I hope through your actions you reach those you are hoping to reach.
But from here, you can get to school in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, but I dropped the bag of things I left school to buy.
Where is it? I'll assist you.
I think I figured out why I had a tough time facing him. It's because I could have turned out just like him. What he cared about most was protecting the person he loved. As for me...
Victoria, there you are. You look terrible. I fell down. What a clumsy boy you are. Here, get changed. Everyone is waiting.
There are way more people here than I thought there'd be.
At least everyone sounds like they're in a good mood.
Well, yeah, stupid. It's a festival.
There he is. He made it.
As for me, I want to see your smile.
They want to criticize, or even better, see our class fail.
A song and dance performance, huh? Even if they don't completely blow it. They're really just showing off, aren't they?
You can do whatever you want.
Kill it.
Now! Start, damn it! Let's show them what we've got! Get ready, UA. I'm just gonna kill you!
This is definitely a J-Rock anthem. Stiff as a board.
Whoa, fast exit!
It's like an anime intro.
Mom, Dad, I want to be a hero. I'm not going to become a musician. Helping out others and making them happy. It just seems so cool. I've always admired it. But you taught me music and I didn't want to waste that either.
You don't have to.
Because I love music too, so...
You can do whatever you want.
Just remember this. Your mom and I became musicians because that's our great love. But this stuff can take a while. You have to pay attention to how things make you feel.
Maybe you can help others with your sound. In that sense, musicians and heroes aren't too different, right?
You can be a rock star hero. Then why not? There's the keychain. Okay.
That was a cool idea.
Yeah.
It's like, who wants to float?
Hey! Oh no, that was Aerie. She's smiling. Dude.
She's smiling.
Yes.
What did they do to Invisible Girl to make her look like that?
I don't know.
I am known as Romeo, the ghost of Azkaban, and a Parisian count.
Oh my
you
gosh.
will return Juliet to me.
You must have heard about your father from your mentor, Gandalf. I bet he told you that man is the king.
Wow. They're using everything from Dark Fantasy.
I am your true father. Join me.
And Star Wars. Holy.
Don't be surprised when you check your mail calls.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good idea of what happened based on Ecto's report.
You're a UA student with a provisional hero license. You should have relied on us to handle him. Your teachers want to protect the school just as much as you.
I'm sorry. I'm just reminded of that one, the head pool lifeguard on that one episode of Gravity Falls, who's like extreme to the max, and he's like, you want to be put in solitary? And it's just like that kid, very like in there in the pool filter, just like, I've been down here since last year.
Now put a smile back on your face and beat it. The fest is on. You better enjoy every minute.
Yes, sir.
Hound Dog, I really appreciate
Kind of sounds like Bakugo.
At first, when there was a loud noise, it was scary. But then everyone was jumping with the dance, and then there was a flash, and Deku, you went away for a little bit. And a guy started flying in the air. That's when it started to get cold, and I saw birds, and there was a spinning light, and a bunch of people said,
Oh. Stop, kid. You're going to make him cry.
You should be working! Slacking off now after being late! Take this ice!
You did well.
We're sorry!
We just came to see you guys screw up. Please forgive us.
You didn't have to apologize.
We won.
We will not rest until every student...
Take a breather. We heard about what you were trying to do when you started planning this. You totally pulled it off. We'll tell the others all about it.
yeah, seriously, it was insane.
Thank you for your kindness.
Ah, screw that. Go find the jerks who didn't watch us and bring them here.
No.
Stop going around and finish cleaning up the ice!
Oh, it was the beauty pageant after.
Score good feet. I will not miss the beauty pageant!
Ah, you called it.
Of course.
Strength and beauty. A masterful demonstration of skill.
Well done.
Really? Is that the best you can do? I'm almost offended you compete against doing something so dull!
Prepare yourself for a stunning performance.
What kind of dance is she doing?
Maybe I'm not the person to ask about these things, because I'm totally lost.
Aw, it's Maraca and Sue, too. Togita and Aerie. Everyone looks so surprised.
Otto looks like a fairy or something.
So pretty.
Well done.
What a magical air day! Results will be announced at 5 p.m. Kendo from Class B! A vote for her is a vote for the future!
Yeah, no,
Oh, here she comes. Is she going to do it? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
See you guys.
Or Sasuke. Oh, hell. That's awesome. Submits us. Hey! Way to go, Nejire.
Thanks for coming today. I loved it. One more thing. Got a surprise for
Hey!
you.
A candy apple? From where? I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I didn't see that anyone was going to be selling them, so I bought ingredients when I went out this morning.
It's the best thing ever.
Aww.
I'll make them again.
Well, that went good.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like there's a bit more.
Not gonna lie, candy apples are really hard to eat.
Yeah, well, depends on how thick the coating is.
I mean, someone brought some caramel apples and candy apples to work, and there was a guy that didn't know what candy apples were.
Oh no!
And I like picked one up and was like, "Yeah, it's like hard candy." But then I touched the stick and I felt bad, so I'm like, "Okay, this one's mine now." I really wanted a caramel apple. I tried to eat it, and it's just like they're so messy, and it's like it's difficult to bite into.
Yeah,
they're hard to cut up. Like everything's difficult.
Well,
it's a nightmare.
For me, the one that they used, the caramel that they used was like it wasn't runny, but it wasn't super hard. It was like almost at perfect consistency.
Soft caramel.
And I bit into it, and I could get into the apple perfectly, and the caramel taste was still there. I was just like, wow. It was at the local county fair. Locals made it. I was like, I was wondering what the hell they mixed in with the caramel to make the consistency better for this.
You're self-taught? Wouldn't you rather use this talent for the good of the world?
Afraid not. I only care about helping my gentle in any way that I can.
It's fairly easy to test whether or not someone has been brainwashed. So why don't you stop lying to us? It's obvious the girl in there really has feelings for you.
You can't blame us equally for my schemes.
So the feelings are mutual. Well, what do you know?
It was always in service of my dream, even if I erred when choosing my path.
Then it's a good thing you turned yourself in today. Hey, you want some tea?
Earl Grey, please.
You'll get whatever we have!
Interesting. So he's gonna be like the con man on a leash for the FBI?
Probably. I mean, sort of like how it was with Frank Abagnale. Yeah, sort of like how he was able to discern check fraud, and also like that's one of the craziest stories you could ever tell people is the story of Frank Abagnale. The Leonardo DiCaprio movie Catch Me If You Can, where he gets chased around the world like writing fraudulent checks. You ever seen that one?
I know about it, but I never did watch it.
Well, the story of Frank Abagnale is like one of the most interesting ones in criminal history. I mean, you talk about second chances. A guy got a second chance and a half, and not only did the government use his gift to catch a lot of criminals, they also used it to make the checking system more secure in the country, and he also patented a lot of things and has made a significant amount of money from it. So yeah, I mean, he's done well for himself, and I'd like to think that people are inherently good. They just do bad things to make ends meet or to get ahead in the world, because they're taught if you're not up here, then you're not. That's one thing about a media-based society like how we are. We see celebrity life. We see all these people who are big, rich, famous, beautiful, and all that. And all these young kids are they see them as role models.
Well, I don't.
No, young people, Micah. Like kids who are 10 to 16.
I mean, even when I was that age, I still didn't.
Well, we're not like most people. I mean, we love stuff like Star Wars and fucking anime and stuff like that. We idolized fictional characters who had these, who seemed to have more, in some ways, a more realistic way of dealing with. I know you can't cast spells or use Jedi mind tricks to get out of speeding tickets or stuff like that, but you want to do good, especially for in certain ways. I mean, depends on the heroes depends on who you consider a hero. I mean, for you, when you were a kid, was it Power Rangers or was it what was?
I mean, we were into Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
The classics.
Oh, yeah, of course. What about you, Nick? I mean, growing up, what were some of your like inspirations and heroes and all that? I know you love Invader Zim.
Yeah, Jonah Vasquez for sure.
Yeah.
And then probably a lot of them were probably just people who made video games and stuff, like Hideo Kojima especially.
Yeah.
And then musicians like later on, like musicians like Chad Gray from Mudvayne and Alexi Alejo from Children of Bodom, Jonathan Davis, Claudio Sanchez from Kohai and Cambria, you know.
Yeah. I would say pro wrestling heroes. For me, pro wrestling growing up was a big thing. My dad loved pro wrestling, so did I. Diamond Dallas Page, who, never like in like the world title picture or anything like that, but just because of like how awesome he was, I was just like, oh wow, he's like the best. And now in his post wrestling life, he's saving people's lives and helping people walk again with his yoga and rehabilitation programs, and I think that's awesome. When I was a kid, Mighty Morphin Power Tommy, I wanted to be Tommy, even though he wasn't on the show for an X amount of time. After the Green Ranger got nixed, I was like, no, but still, I'm like, crap. And then he came back as the White Ranger, and I'm just like, yes. Oh, all is right in the world. And then I would say, gosh, in terms of musical heroes, I had one grandparent who was nothing but country music, and the other who was nothing but like Motown and like classic soul. Growing up, Stevie Wonder, Johnny Cash, Marvin Gaye, Hank Williams. I mean, just all over the place. And then when my dad introduced me to metal when I was older, and also he introduced me to rap, but metal, I would say, damn, Corey Taylor I like a lot. Also, in terms of guitar technique, I'd say probably Dimebag Darrell, like from Pantera. They hands down like probably one of my favorite guitarists. But everyone has their heroes. Everyone's got their heroes in some way that makes them, just inspires them to do something.
Also, I would just want to say I freaking love Jiro and her parents. Like, I love how great they are as parents, like being super supportive, and their outlook on music is kind of the same as mine. Like, it's like music can make people happy, so that's kind of the way I look at it. It's like, that's why I want to be a musician, essentially, is because like I enjoy like helping other people have a good time, like with something that I can do. So
yeah, and I wish more parents were like that. You instill things onto your children, things that, tools you give them, like my dad taught me like how to build stuff and how to measure and cut and use tools and everything. And when I told him I didn't want to be like a handyman for my life, I actually had aspirations to do other things. It kind of broke. It was the same thing with football. When I told him I didn't want to play football anymore, kind of broke his heart. But eventually he came to understand. I mean, parents a lot of the times try to inflect their passions onto their children, and thus they kind of force their children into wanting to do certain things.
Being super supportive of being like, oh, you don't want to do like what we do, that's fine. Like,
yeah,
everybody who becomes parents at some point should aspire to be like Jiro's parents.
Yeah, I agree. If your child has an interest, and you at least need to support them, as long as it doesn't like it's like, I want to be the greatest serial killer ever to live. I think you should aspire for something a little bit better.
Only if you do politicians, son.
Now there you go, Micah. There you go.
I mean, you would more quickly be considered to be the greatest serial killer to ever live if you did only
nothing but politicians. Yeah, exactly.
Because like A, they're gonna be hard to get to, and B, like everybody's going to actually, even though they're gonna, and for a public facade, be like, yeah, obviously it's wrong. Like they're all behind closed doors gonna be like, the guy's fucking the man. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
You'll see, then they'll catch someone on a hot mic at like CNN, just like, and we are sad to report today that Nancy Pelosi died in her sleep when someone dripped poison into her mouth. May the former Speaker of the House rest in peace.
In the background.
Woo! you just hear like freaking Brian Setzer going off, just like, can't believe that bitch is finally dead. Good Lord, I thought she was gonna be like Keith Richards and stick around forever. Fuck me. But and then all of a sudden Brian Setzer comes out. He's just like, I'm going to have to resign now from my position at CNN. And then, pretty much ruins his whole career. But, yeah, I would imagine, like, any parent should, like, if their child has a drive to do something, nurture it and help them get as far along as possible. But don't, like, pigeonhole them the whole way there and, handhold them. They have to learn. They have to learn on their own, and, some things are meant to be and some things aren't. But anyway, we're going to have to call it quits for today, ladies and gentlemen, because it is high time for Micah to hit the old dusty trail. So, again, we thank you all so much for tuning in, and I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I am Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.